Hi there, Chris here. Welcome to another edition of Naughty Bucket Friday. I just finished watching Dark Arts Lockpicking live stream, which is a cool way to start my Friday morning. Where I am, it airs at 6:30 in the morning, and of course it's nighttime there in Australia, but always good to check in with people and to chat live and all of that stuff. One of the things he mentioned was something about Sparrows bypass picks, and also something about thumb turn Euros. I don't know. I have this Sparrows bypass pick, and if I remember correctly, I bought it for Americans that don't have the little shield in it. I can't get anything going with it. Anybody knows? Leave it in the comments. Help me out here on what I use, how I use this, or maybe this one just isn't bent right, or it's too thick, or whatever. So that's one thing. Another thing, we were talking about the raking American locks. I did one last week. I was watching somebody's video the other day and just screwing around with this one. And the one I raked for his little challenge was flatter bitting than this. It was, I just picked one up. It happened to have that bitting and it worked to rake it. This one, I was watching somebody's video and wasn't even really paying attention. I was just messing around, and I was able to rake this one. But I think this is probably about the extent of the radical of bitting that you could get away with raking. I would say, you can rake up a false set and then switch out and pick off the last one or two spool pins to get it. So that's that. Also, I did get another herd. It's a new old stock. It came in this beautiful original box. And that is the box. It's a number 125, made in America. And here it is. I have not managed to be able to pick this. If you've watched my channel, you've seen me pick 3 or 4 other ones, herds, different varieties. But when I ordered a bunch of them. I just sort of scattershot. Buy now, buy this, buy that. Not really looking at stuff, and I had no idea that this was so nice with a box, and it's new. I mean, it's new. It's never been used really, but I have not been able to. I have not managed to pick this one. So I've only messed with it about 3 times, maybe 4 times. Hopefully I can get this on camera, figure it out. It's possible because it is new, it's even harder, but it works wonderfully either way. Counterclockwise and clockwise. So that's that. Okay, for Naughty Bucket Friday, I received these 2 locks. One is a Lockwood and one is an Ilco. And they both have what I think is a master keyway, and I think they're the same. They sure look the same. Anyway, they were locked together, so I was able to pick the Lockwood to rock this one open. I'm not sure I have a video of that yet. If not, I will do that. But I haven't been able to rock this or pick this Ilco open. So that's what I'm going to try for Naughty Bucket Friday. I have had them for a while. So I think this would be a good Naughty Bucket Friday. Anyway, I'm going to use top keyway tension. Not having keys, sometimes you don't know if there's an actuator problem where it hangs up. But I don't think so. I mean, I think I'm getting enough movement on that actuator. It's not hitting a frozen spot or anything. So I rocked this other one open. They're very similar. I will try and rock this open and also single pin picket. But I use a Sparrows double peak and fairly light tension. Probably light tension for most of you people. And see if I can't get something going here. I can't remember how many times I've tried this. Probably at least 4, maybe as many as 6 times. And generally it's when I'm watching somebody else pick something or it took me 3 or 4 times to get this lockwood rocked open. But it was nice to get them apart because it's really kind of hard to pick when you're when you got another lock hanging off there. So what these, how these work, generally you muck about in them and you get to a certain point, you've set enough pins, you get a very, very slight movement on the core. And then you've got usually just one more pin. I think I've gotten this into that slight falset state. The other thing about these is they don't turn very far. When you pick them, open them with a key, they only turn from here to about here, and that's enough for them to open. I'll try this Sparrows pick. Suki is over there. I don't know if we can see her. There she is, just barely. Hi, Suk. Hi, Suk. She's sleepy. So, light tension, tickling pins. These don't seem to be setting, they seem to be springy, so I might increase the tension slightly. And I think I said before, when you have a lock that doesn't have a key, it's an old lock, you have to make sure that you have the core is not frozen or stuck. It doesn't have to be frozen a lot, but sometimes the actuators on these hits a dead spot and it just won't turn, even with a key. And you have to kind of push in on it or fiddle with it to get it to open. You don't know if that's the case with one that has no key and you have not picked it yet. One of the indicators is if you continuously have everything that's springy, it means you're not being able to tension the core because it's already hit that sort of dead stop point. It's possible that's what's happening with this one, but I can't tell for sure. So I will, it's kind of greasy inside. What else is going on? Mr. Rass, I won the anniversary giveaway. That's been sent out. I think he's going to get that, according to tracking, tomorrow. That will be very cool that that's done. Now that I've hit over 200, that generates another giveaway, which I'm going to have to figure out, announce. I do know that it's not going to be timed, so you can pick your favorite locks that are high security that take, the 8-minute guys, 9-minute, 12 minutes. There's no time limit on that. And it'll be one lock. And it'll be a favorite lock. And tell me why it's one of your favorites, why it's significant to you. And but there won't be a time limit, so okay, I might have set one pin. So I guess this is a pretty good knotty bucket lock. I'm gonna try some. Some just regular old raking. Yeah, I'm really not getting sets. This is a cool Ilco. These can be tough, but I have a bunch of others that I've rocked or picked or whatever, opened. What makes this one a little bit different is it's one of those master keyways. I think I have key blanks for this, I'm not sure. This is really not really happening. Yeah, there's only tiny little, okay, I would try something different. Tiny little set, maybe. What else do? I do, sometimes I'll take a lock and not tension from the top, but I'll tension kind of side saddle. That's not gonna work. And this isn't gonna work with this lock. I can't really put it in there because I don't have enough room to pick. So I could try bottom of the keyway tension. I should pull out my other Ilcos like this and see if they'll turn counterclockwise. I don't think so. I haven't investigated that yet. My sense would be they don't. So that would not be an option. The other thing I do is I depress the shackle, and sometimes I put a lot of pressure on the core and then tension it, because sometimes they like to be in a pushed-in position to actually work if they have the stuck actuator syndrome. I did feel a set, I think. It's pretty meager. I felt a set. All right, going back to rocking. We'll give this a little bit more. And then we'll declare it a whipped for now. And it goes back in the knotty bucket. This is kind of where I tend to break rakes. I wonder if there's a stuck pin in number 1, because if we look in there, oh, where's the light? I don't know if we can see this. No, I guess that's the first one, just as deep in there. Then you have a very, very low, either second or third one. I can't see the second pin. Let's see. Okay, the first one was set. Can you see that? Okay, so if we move that out of the way, I can't tell the spacing. I'd have to pull out one of these keys to see the spacing. It is a problem child, though, I can tell you. But it's a very cool lock. Would like to get it open. Maybe I'll leave one alone. Try and set something in the back. Oh, let's go through a routine. Push that in, tension. Go in the back, use this. We're up to 16 minutes, so we're probably done. Just nothing. It's almost like the only one I've ever set is one. Is there a high set? Boy, that's tough to see and tell what's going on. Anyway, that is Naughty Bucket Friday. I'll give it one last attempt. Then we'll put it back in the Naughty Bucket. Although it's suspicious that I'm not getting any sets. Yeah, nothing. Okay. We're going to declare that a whip. It goes back in the Naughty Bucket. Hit the like, leave a comment if you know anything about or more about these bypass Sparrows tools than I do. Let me know. My general problem is I can't get it all the way back there. And I've tried several. Supposedly this one is for Americans, and I can't get them back there. Even with Americans, I know that don't have the little anti-bypass wafer. All right, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all my new subscribers, and see you next time.